All right, how's it going, everybody? It's Matt, 417 Storm Chasers. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on it. This is Joplin, Carthage, Webb City, Carl Junction, Galena, Ornogo, Carterville, Duquesne, Dunweg, Diamond, Loma Linda, Airport Drive, Leewood, Silver Creek, Shoal Creek Drive, Saginaw, Carytown, Fidelity, Reddings Milling, Grand Falls Plaza, and that goes until probably 12:45. Yeah, 12:45. So this cell has had a history of some pretty broad rotation. See if we can see what they're seeing. Yeah, there's a little bit, not much. Probably why it's just a tornado possible. All right, let me get the stream shared real quick. Keep this playing. Okay. If there's any rotation, it's going to be north of 44. I mean, it's still considerable amount of wind with this. So you're looking in the mid-low 50s, high 50s in some spots. So if you're in the Carl Junction, Webb City, Carthage, Shoal Creek, Fidelity, Diamond, you know, this storm's headed right towards you. So far, it has not done anything more. This is just a severe thunderstorm with a tornado possible tag on it until 12:45. So we got a few minutes before the next scan. Let's see what this mesoscale discussion is. So they put these out. These are just kind of a, um, how would you say it? Kind of just gives you an idea of what both the WFO and the Storm Prediction Center. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, so they're just saying it's going to continue on. So basically, these are just something that the National Weather Service puts out to kind of give you an idea of the things they're watching or expecting with a storm that's moving into the area. This looks like we got some special weather statements out now for Southeastern Barton, Newton, Northern Berry, and Lawrence counties, including Jasper and Dade counties through 1:15. So it says at 12:30, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm along a line extending from 7 miles east of Lamar to near Alba to Diamond to Goodman. Movement was east at 50 miles an hour. Main hazards: wind gusts and 50 mile an hour wind gusts and half-inch hail. So it'd be Carthage, Neosho, Stockton Lake, Monette, Aurora, Mount Vernon, Lamar, Marionville, Granby, Greenfield, Sarcoxy, Pierce City, Purdy, Lockwood, Jasper, Diamond, Golden City, Miller, Verona, and Fairview. And this goes till 1:15 a.m. And okay, so it's just those two. One canceled and they continued on. Looks like the cells up north, these were tornado warned earlier. Looks like those have kind of fizzled out. So that's a good thing. Right now, there's still going to be a considerable amount of wind on the front line of this. You can see this bowing of the system, which is super common for after dark storms. You see it right. But yeah, right here. That's kind of forming this line right here like this. This is where all the little standalone cells aren't able to maintain themselves because the sun's gone down and the heating has slowed down. So, that kind of definitely hinders the discrete storm possibilities. And so they all just kind of end up sucking into themselves. But usually a considerable amount of wind goes along with this, and that that tracks. So, let's see. Should have another scan in about 4 minutes. Let's keep this in motion. Yeah. Good thing is this hasn't increased its, you know, any real notable rotation. Let's check the hail core real quick. Probably. Well, it looks like it doesn't have too much of a hail core on it either. Just that little blip right there. I mean, but if it is, it's going to be right there between Fidelity and Diamond. What's that? FF and Highway 59. It's kind of where that area they're looking at. Good thing it doesn't look like there's too much out to the west either. So I think this is going to be a one and done show tonight as it stands right now. Let's see. Ava. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Right now, it looks like the storm is about 80 miles, 90 miles away from Ava. Had somebody asking about Ava. Let's do storm track, see if it'll go out that far. So it's about an hour, a little over an hour and a half. So we're looking at about an hour and 15 minutes before it's going to make its way into the Springfield metro area. Okay. Looks like they just put out another mesoscale discussion. So again, this is one that they put out that's just kind of just giving you an idea of the things they're watching. It looks like this meso discussion they're putting out looks like the highest risk is going to be for flash flooding due to heavy rainfall. Let's see if this has changed any. Just about Marionville. Slide this out over here. So about 35 minutes or so. So how much longer does this one got on it? So that expired just now. So that'll tell us a lot about what this storm system's doing. If they reissue the severe thunderstorm warning or they just let it fall into this bigger special weather statement. I mean, it definitely looks like it's starting to bow out right now. So we'll see here in just a minute. Okay, so they're gonna let it expire, so that's a good thing. So see there, they let that severe thunderstorm warning polygon expire. So that's a good thing. That means it's telling us that the storm is dying out, if you will. Still, still quite a bit of wind with it. You know, looking at 52 miles an hour between Wentworth and Sarcoxy. High 40s, low 50s near Avila. So there's definitely still going to be a wind event as it sits. So let's go a couple more scans. Okay, looks like they are issuing a severe thunderstorm warning again. All right, so let's get this stopped real quick and see what this new warning is. Okay, so this one is for northeastern Newton, Lawrence County, southern Jasper County until 1:30. At 12:47, a severe thunderstorm located near Sarcoxie or 10 miles northwest of Monette. Okay, so hazards are 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. To be Aurora, Mount Vernon, Marionville, Sarcoxie, Pierce City, Miller, Verona, Stott, City Hall, Town, Freistatt, Wentworth, Avila, La Russell, Holberg, Chesapeake, and Red Oak. And this one does have a tornado possible tag. And I would not put too much into that right at this moment because this one has a history of you know, broad rotations. I think that's why they're still putting the tornado possible tag on it. So I would definitely just be paying attention to what's going on with the weather here in the next hour or so. I would say if you're I-49 to the west, you're good to go for the night. But everybody's still out in front of that. We got to wait. We got a little while. So again, that's a severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like everything to the west right now, they're canceling the thunderstorm watches on. So this is definitely looking like a one and done show. See if we can see. Let's check out the velocity real quick. And some pretty strong gusty winds there, like La Russell along Highway U, Wentworth. It's real strong right there, 50, 55 miles an hour just north of Wentworth. So, with any of these that are tornado possible, they could have little brief spin up tornadoes are possible. Or generally, they're not that strong, but they do happen. So we're going to continue watching that. I don't see anything right now on the velocity scan that jumps right out at me. So, okay. So it looks like leading edge of it right now is right in between Sarcoxie and Stott City. Let's check and see if this has developed a hail core. Does not look like it. So that's good. But it's definitely getting that bowing look to it, which usually brings real heavy winds right along this area and that way. So we're gonna keep watching that. Um, Definitely watch these little depression areas right here because generally with something like this, like a linear storm, that's where if you do wind up getting a tornado, it's usually in a spot like that where you can see the inflow air is pushed. This is basically where the two masses of air are meeting and colliding. So let's get this back in motion. It's Thursday. We got some people watching. Nice. So I'd say if you are west of I-49, again, you are good to go to bed. I guess west of I-49 and south of 44. Because there's still some here going to be making its way into our farthest southwest counties. Right. Stop it. 51. All right, we should have another scan coming here in just a minute. It definitely looks like some pretty strong winds there still just north of Wentworth. Or northwest of Wentworth. Yeah, see, it's clocking 60, over 60. So that could be what's driving the severe thunderstorm warning. Because I'm not noticing much of a hail core at all on it. But that jumped forward a lot. Still in the low 60s there. All right, guys, give me a second. I'll try to answer your questions as quick as I can. County. Yeah. Here's an area that we're kind of watching. Um, so I don't know if you guys can hear the Skywarn chatter right now, but they said there's an area they're looking at. And if I had to guess, I would say it would be this area right here. So this is the area we're going to keep our eyes on. Let's check this against the reflectivity. Yep. So you know how I was talking about the little indentions in the linear storm right here? And then how it comes in like that? That's where you can have little areas of rotation that could occur in something like this. And then when we look at the velocity scan, this is matching that same area. So see, when we go back to reflectivity, got that, that. So that's an area we're definitely going to keep an eye on, um, just because of just the way it's looking. Come on, end. Draw. There we go. All right, so we're going to put this back in motion. Sorry, guys. Let me get back to your questions. Yeah, Faith. You asked about Creed County. It's not generally a area that we look at much, but I can go down here and check it out real quick. So KINX near Tulsa. Switches back to velocity or reflectivity. Yeah, I mean, for Tulsa, that's the storm system still just right on the north side of Tulsa. So you're not, but I mean, it's not, warned of any kind. So you're probably good there. Let's put this back in motion and get back here on this one here. Okay, sorry, trouble. I think I got everybody's question answered. If I don't answer them right away, sorry. Oh, tornado warning. See, that's that spot we were just talking about, guys. So they are issuing a tornado warning on that storm. It's going to be a radar indicated rotation for central Lawrence County until 1:30. At 1:02, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Mount Vernon, moving east at 35. Hazards tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous. Okay, yeah. Look, locations impacted: Mount Vernon, Stott City, Freistadt, and Hoburg. That goes till 1:30. So this is that spot we were just talking about, guys, right here. So I mean, if that area of rotation is sitting just between Stott City and Freistadt, just to the northwest of I-44. So if you're in Mount Vernon, Hoburg, Elliott, Chesapeake, Freistadt, Landrum, Sott City, you need to be getting to your storm shelters at this time because they have a tornado warning issued for a radar indicated rotation. Should be this area here that we were just talking about. So that goes till 1:30. Questions answered. Okay. So this spot here, let's go. Let's hit timing real fast. Looking. So you're looking at Hoburg in 5 minutes. 10 minutes to Mount Vernon. Okay. 'Let's get back to reflectivity. Yeah, we're that same little spot. Let's see. Kind of just of County Road 2120 and 44, just north of Landrum, or what would that be? Southwest of Mount Vernon. All right, guys. All right. Still 23 minutes left on that tornado warning. So again, if you're Mount Vernon, Hoburg, Elliott, Chesapeake, um, I would be going ahead and get into your safe rooms or your shelter areas for the next half hour at least. And again, this is just a radar indicated rotation. Still a lot of wind. This whole front edge seems to have a whole lot of wind going along with it. Okay. So we got 5 more minutes before the next scan comes in. Yep. So that area of rotation looks like it's gonna go south of Mount Vernon proper as it sits right now. Be kind of like 39 highway, 39 and FF. So check, make sure there's no CCs or anything. Yeah, that works. That's good. All right. Put this back in motion. Starting to hear a little thunder rumbles here in Springfield. Tara, the current speed. Sorry, guys, I'm just catching these. Says rest is chat comments. So not right now there is no. I saw somebody put in the chat that no, there is nothing on the ground. This is a radar indicated rotation. This is just a radar indicated rotation at this time. The current speed of this system, I believe, is 35 miles an hour. Yep, 36. Okay. Let's check velocity on this one again. Yeah. I still got that same little concentration of wind right there. 52 miles an hour ish. So it's pretty much just the storm's making its way into the Mount Vernon proper area at this time. That area of rotation we're watching now looks like it's gone south a little bit. This is the spot we're looking at right here. Oh, that was a terrible circle. It's kind of right on 39 highway. Um, okay, looks like Come on, give me my cursor back. I like 39 and what is that street there? County Road 2110, like at Fawcett Lake. That seems to be the concentrated spot at this time. So again, that Mount Vernon, Elliott, Chesapeake. Chesapeake is probably best right now. Just go ahead and take your tornado safety precautions. Um, let's see if they, how much longer this one got? 20 minutes. Stop. Tell me what I want to know. It appears they let the tornado warning expire. Oh, yeah. I bet it is. We'll give it another minute just to make sure. But if you watch this area right here on the leading edge of the storm, so if we watch this area right here, you can see why they let that expire. Because you've got that area that's starting to tighten up, and then you can see this air to the rear kind of flattens it out, and that area just kind of disappears. Is my guess as to why they let that expire. Look like that radar indicated rotation went away. I would say if you're in the Mount Vernon area, the areas we've just been talking about, maybe give it another 10 minutes, and then you're probably good to get out of your safe spaces, safe areas. Let's put this back. They're leaving a tour possible. Yeah, so they're still leaving the severe thunderstorm warning, but they've just left that tornado possible on it. So again, we talked about that. That's a severe thunderstorm that generally has a history of at least radar indicated rotation, so they issue those tornado possible tags on them. So we got another 13 minutes on that severe thunderstorm warning. The good thing is, you see, even here, they let that special weather statement expire as well. So that's a good sign. That generally means the storm is starting to lose some of its steam. So that's a good thing for us. I see there's questions there, but I can't find them. Sorry guys, I'm trying to respond. So you can even see here where um that cold air is kind of taken over. So you see how it's got that bend in it and it starts flattening out. That's basically when all the air is pushing against it. And yeah, takes that bow away from it. It generally means there's a pretty good gust front to it. Kind of like you can see right here, your gust front. This area right here. So this is where the winds are going to start, and they're going to get more intense right here as they get into the storm. Okay, so it looks like they have put out a special weather statement for an hour. At 1:20, Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along the line extending from near Greenfield to near Everton to Marionville, 6 miles east of Purdy. Movement is east at 40. Locations impacted Springfield, Nixa, Ozark, Republic Aurora, Battlefield, Willard, Rogersville, Stratford, Marionville, Clever, Ashgrove, Crane, Fairgrove, Billings, Highlandville, Fremont Hills, Walnut Grove, Pleasant Hope, Morrisville. And that goes until 2:15. Let's see how this, if they let this expire. We got 8 minutes left on that. Yeah, we're just gonna let that go. Waiting on the next scan. Right, looks like I think they were just talking. So I have the Skywarn radio network on right now, and I think they shortened that area down, maybe, or that they're saying they're going to let it expire. Yeah, we'll let that play out and see what it says. Does look like a pretty good storm here coming in on the down here in the right around Anderson. I mean, there's nothing severe warned with it, just a lot of lightning. So you're gonna be hearing some thunder rumbles and all that. Split view, see if this doesn't make it. Okay, here we go. This will make it a lot easier. They need to bump the scans down. I was trying to do something else. Scans to max scans. 2 minutes left on that severe thunderstorm warning and an hour on the special weather statement. Whoa. It's back in motion. All right. Let's go back and check the wind on this. Looks like some pretty strong winds going to be making their way into Ash Grove. Okay, so a new severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Greene County and southwest Missouri At 1:28, severe thunderstorm located near Ash Grove or 14 miles north of Republic, moving east at 40. Locations impacted Willard, Ash Grove, Glidewell, Sackville, Cave Springs, and Ebenezer. And this also has a tornado possible on it. This is the area we're going to be watching right here on this one. Be just right over Ash Grove right now. Right there. So we are going to so if you're in those areas, you may just go ahead and take your tornado precautions or be ready to move as soon as if a warning is issued. And that would be Ash Grove, right around Bodark, Cave Springs, Phoenix, Willard. Just So yeah, again, this is the area we're watching. You see how it kind of was bowed, and it's got that little notch started right there. That's would be my guess why they're issuing the tornado possible tag on it. Because remember the one we were just looking at earlier, has that same kind of little right there. So we're going to continue to watch that area. Basically right along 160, just south of Ash Grove. Moving east, northeast looks like. Yeah, so they're talking about that same spot we were looking at. Yeah. Okay, so that one severe thunderstorm warning they let expire. So we're just holding on to this one here in the north. Willard, Ash Grove, Glidewell, Sackville, Cave Springs, and Ebenezer. So it's 14 miles north of Republic, moving east at 40 miles an hour. hazard 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. And again, this one has the tornado possible tag on it, just like the last one, because it's had a history of radar indicated rotation. So I would say if you are west of Highway 39, you are good to go. Mm. So that's good. We just got the new scan in, and that little area looks to be not nearly as defined as it was. Wind seemed to have died down a little bit too. Should have another scan in 2 minutes. You can see here you're getting kind of a collection going again, even tighter, where we had that kind of brokenness. The storm's sucking itself all into it, one big piece. So you're good in Mount Vernon at this time too. Yeah. The storm's all pretty much past you guys at this point. And see the gust front I was talking about, that's what you can see here on the velocity scan. You can see those kind of striations where the wind's pushing. So that shows you that you've got a considerable amount of wind there on the front side. So, right. Alright, so this looks like it's going to be making its way into Springfield proper, I would say, in the next couple of minutes. Stop moving. Track. So we got 16 minutes to be in Springfield. This other spot, you're looking at kind of north of Willard right now, kind of between 123 and 160. But Ebenezer, Glidewell, Fairgrove, Pleasant Hope, all areas that are going to need to have your head on swivel for the next little bit. So, so again, we're looking at about 15 minutes to Springfield, Fairgrove. What happened there? It's good that it's continually shrinking. Okay, so they're still tracking an area rotation. I would guess it's going to be this spot right here, kind of right at 123, just in between Cave Spring and Willard. It's coming behind. Looks like that's the only show left. Say, once this storm's past you, you're good to go to bed if you're still up. Why is it lagging so bad? Okay. Okay. So you can see there they allowed that severe thunderstorm warning to expire. I guess because the storm has weakened now. So currently that gives us no severe thunderstorm warnings on the board. So we'll give us another minute or two. We'll wait for the next scan to come through in 2 minutes. And then that will kind of lay it out for us. But looks as though the storm is weakening now, or weakening even more with them canceling the severe thunderstorm, or yeah, the severe thunderstorm warning. Oh Lord, sorry. Get sleepy. Well, should we got 1 minute away? Definitely getting flat. These are all good things. Okay, so that's most recent scan just came in, and there's nothing else they are issuing warnings on at this time. So, um, all right, yeah. So, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, and we will continue to monitor it. And if anything else pops up, we'll come back live and let you know. But till then, we'll see you on the next one.